Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be reviewing two of my all-time favorite things. One is the Huda Beauty brand. You guys know I'm a full-on supporter of Huda Beauty. I love her brand, I love her empire. It's just one of my favorite things. And two, I'm going to be reviewing her new Faux filter foundation. And I love foundations. It's my go-to thing. It's like the one thing that I can't live without. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So I ordered everything off of the Sephora website just because my Sephora does not carry Huda Beauty in stores. So I don't know if the shade match is 100% perfect. I did kind of swatch it on my hand just to kind of see if it was close. And I feel like it's close enough, but I don't know if it's spot on. So when you first pick it up in store or order it online, this is what you get. So these are the two boxes for the primer and the foundation. And I also went ahead and got the brush just so that we can test that out as well. And just in case you guys were looking to buy it, because just upon first impressions, it does look pretty promising. And as you can see, I have not used it or touched it or anything. I also have not used the primer and foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the packaging. First of all, I think the box is very pretty. It's kind of got that like soft matte feel to it, you know what I mean? It's kind of like the NARS packaging. So when you pull the primer out of the packaging, this is what it looks like. It's really cute. It has a pump on it, which is a huge plus. I also think that this pump is really cute. Like it has that kind of like gunmetal look and feel to it, so I really like that as well. But you get 1.1 fluid ounces with this, and it's $35. So it says that it's a hydrating makeup base that creates a smooth canvas while gripping makeup and moisturizing the skin. So let's go ahead and try this baby out because I'm super excited to see what it's like. I don't really know how to do this. Should I do like this? Do like this? So it's taken me a few pumps to get it out. Okay. So I just looked on the box and it does have directions, which I probably should have read before I did this, but it says to apply a dime-sized amount to the face using the fingers or a dense brush, and it can be used alone or as a pre-makeup base for a hydrating and skin smoothing effect. Best when paired with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation for a flawless, selfie-ready complexion. So this is pretty much a dime-sized amount. I don't know, it might be a nickel, but you know, close enough. So I'm going to go ahead and start pressing it between my fingers to kind of warm it up a little bit. It feels really, really creamy, kind of like a thick cream. And it has like a slight floral scent, nothing too overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm not a big fan of this upon first impression. On my face, it feels really, really heavy and kind of greasy, to be honest. Now, about that floral scent, I'm not the biggest fan. I hope it fades off throughout the day. It does leave my skin a little tacky, but it's really thick, like really thick for my liking. So it's really rare for me to buy a foundation and primer made by the same company. I know they're meant to be paired together, and that's why they were made together, but I'm just saying, like, it's really rare for me to do that. I kind of tend to just stick to what I know and what I love and what I know works for my skin. So now moving on to the foundation, this is what the packaging looks like. I think it's so cute. It's so small. It reminds me of like the NARS Sheer Glow foundations and all that. So it has very similar packaging to that. I will say it does not feel very heavy or luxurious or anything. It's a very, very lightweight packaging, but that doesn't bother me. You know, it's all about what's inside the bottle. But anyways, you do get, oh, you guys. So you do get a little sample size of the primer in here. So if you don't want to buy the primer right away and you just want to test it out, you do get a little sample size. So I think that's cute. That's clever. Anyways, you get 1.18 fluid ounces, and this is $40. So there are 30 shades to this foundation, which I think is really great. It goes from like really light to really dark. If you can see on my phone, it does have a pretty good shade range. So I'm not too mad at that. So I also went ahead and purchased the brush with it just to try it out. It does look pretty nice and promising. Alright, don't judge my nails. I need to get them done. But this is what the brush looks like. It looks and feels really, really nice and promising. It's really, really dense, as you guys can see. So I'm really excited to use this. I feel like I'm gonna like this. So I have not tried this foundation on my face. So let's go ahead and pump out my let me read the instructions. So it says, using a pump or less, apply foundation evenly all over the face with a dense brush or beauty sponge. For best application, pair with the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection. With the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection pre-makeup base, which I did do. Which, a little update on that, it does feel a lot better. It feels a lot less heavy. But when I touch it, it still feels heavy. You know what I mean? Like, it feels okay on my face, but when I touch it, it's like, I don't know. So on this half of my face, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty foundation brush. And on the other half, I'm going to use my beauty blender just to see the difference, see if it applies any differently. So let's go ahead and do this. I don't know if I want to go like that, or if I want to go like that. Typically, I like to just take the foundation and apply it to my face and then buff it out with a brush. So that's what I'm going to do. Ooh. So just for a little piece of information, this foundation has a very strong floral scent. And I'm not the biggest fan just because it kind of has that, like, it smells like those Indian aunties in the Gurdwara. Like that. That's what it smells like. It has a very strong like grandma floral scent to it. I don't know, y'all. I don't know how I feel about that. I just hope it fades throughout the day. Do y'all see that? This is a game changer for me. My skin is really bad right now. I know you guys see all that redness and all these teeny tiny little breakouts I have going on. I don't know what's going on with my skin, but this foundation is covering everything. So if you look at the brush though, it looks like it soaked up so much product. Like you see those few dots right there. So like I guess when I did that, like it just kind of soaked in there. But there's like a really nice layer on my face. Like my skin looks flawless and it feels really lightweight too. Like it does not feel heavy or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my forehead and this side of my nose. And then we'll go ahead and do this side with the sponge in a second. But I really like the way that this is applying so far. This feels so nice. It doesn't feel super heavy or anything. And this brush feels so nice. I will say though, I wish it was a little less dense. Like this is a little too dense for me, and I think that that's why it's probably eating a lot of the product. But it's a nice brush, you know, it'll get the job done. It's really fast working, so I really like that as well. This is half of my face done with the Huda Beauty foundation brush. You guys can see the difference. Like it just creates a nice even layer on my face. And I will say I also did really well with the foundation shade match, if you ask me. I'm not too good at that normally. I'm gonna go ahead and start on this face using the Beauty Blender just to see like what kind of application we get with this as well. So this is the side with the Beauty Blender, and I will say that it does have just the slightest bit less coverage. You do get a little bit more coverage using the brush, and I'm assuming it's because it's so dense. It says that it takes about 1 pump or less for the entire face, but for me it took about 1 pump for each side. So it took 2 pumps total, 1 pump on one side, 1 pump on the other, and I still have yet to do my neck. But this is pretty much what the foundation looks like. I really like it. So I'm quickly just gonna go on the Sephora website and read all of the claims to you guys, because honestly I was a little confused. It has a lot of claims and it kind of covers every skin type, and it says that it's suitable for every skin type. So on the website it says that it has full to medium coverage, which I definitely agree with. It says that it's best for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. That's pretty much every type of skin type, so I don't know how it could be best for all of them. Like you're either good for dry skin or you're good for oily skin. This foundation is definitely more on the matte side. It's definitely like a soft matte. Like you can still see my skin kind of glowing from within, but it's not like making it overly dewy or overly matte. Like it's right in between, which I personally really enjoy. It says that it's a satin, matte, radiant, and natural finish. How can you be matte and radiant? Like you're either matte or you're like radiant and dewy and glowy. Personally, from my application, I'm noticing that it is a satin matte, so that's what I would kind of describe it as. So now that I have 1 layer on, I do want to go in with 1 more pump, and I actually want to take the brush and kind of do like another layer just to see if it's buildable or anything like that. Also, you guys, an update on the scent. It's definitely not as overpowering as I thought it would be. It's just kind of there. Like, it's there, but you don't really notice it, which I'm assuming that I'm just kind of used to it at this point. But looking at this foundation up close, I do want to say that it does look a little bit cakey just right on the cheeks where I applied the second layer. And I don't want to blame that on the foundation just yet because I do want to try it with my like favorite primers. As you guys know, I'm not the biggest fan of this primer. It's just not really my cup of tea. I really need a primer that's going to fill in those pores while making my skin feel really nice and hydrated at the same time. And that primer just didn't do it for me. So I don't want to blame the kind of like heaviness looking. Like, it's not too bad, but it's definitely like noticeable when you're looking this close. You know what I mean? So I want to try it with my favorite go-to primers and see if that makes a difference. And if it does, I'll let you know. Just check the description and I'll tell you guys my updates on this, because by the time this video goes up, I'll definitely have like a full-on review of this foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be back to give you guys like a after makeup application update, and then I'll be here throughout the day to kind of give you guys some updates and see how it's wearing throughout the day. So I will see you guys in a few seconds, like now. Alright guys, so I just got done doing the rest of my face, and let me just tell you, this foundation is, I don't know what kind of sorcery is in this foundation, but everything glided onto my face so beautifully. And you guys saw my before shot. Like, my skin is not having a good time at the moment, and that's fine, you know, whatever, we all have our times. But you would not be able to tell with this face of makeup. That being said, this foundation is definitely for you full coverage girls. If you are a full coverage girl or guy or whatever, this is the foundation for you. I absolutely love it. It's so good. Like, whenever I need to go to an event. Hopefully this wears really nicely throughout the day, because if it does, this is going to be my go-to like special event foundation. I love this so much. It feels so nice on the skin. Like, you guys can see on my skin, everything looks so flawless. Like, the bronzer went on nicely, blush, highlight is poppin'. So yeah, at the moment I'm in love. I love it so much. Everything looks great. So I'll check in with you guys in a few hours. So it is currently 4:29 p.m. So I'll check in with you guys in a few hours and update you guys on how the foundation is wearing. I have a few more errands to run. I have to go to the gym later on. And yes, I'm gonna go with this full face on. I'll probably take my lashes off, but I'm gonna go with this full face on. It's gonna happen. So this foundation is really gonna be put to the test. This foundation is really gonna be put to the test. So I'll see you guys in a few hours. Hey guys, so I'm back for my second check-in, and it is currently 8:36 p.m. And a little update, I did not make it to the gym. Surprise, surprise. I just had other things to do, and then now I have some last minute plans to go out for a Halloween party, so that's why I'm wearing something new as well. Obviously, I'm not dressing up. This is what I'm wearing. It's just a blazer and a romper. But back to the makeup. So not much has changed. It's been about 4 hours and everything is still holding up really well. It's looking really good. There's not much change from when I first applied it. So there is a little bit more dewiness on my forehead. As you can see, it's not quite as matte as it once was when I first put it on. And there's a little bit more shine peeking through here, but it's nothing crazy, nothing that I would want to touch up. Speaking of touching up, I'm not normally someone who carries makeup with me. Once I have my application on, that's pretty much it. I might take a lipstick or something, but I'm not really someone to like powder my face every hour or anything like that. I don't blot. I just kind of let it run its course. Once it's gone, it's gone. So I'm gonna do the same thing today. I'm gonna just kind of put it to the test. You know, even though I missed out on the gym, I'm still gonna be sweating like crazy. I do wanna say though, I did not shower before I put this makeup on. I wasn't expecting to go out, so I didn't shower before I put it on. And I was expecting to go to the gym and come back and shower. So I did end up having to take a shower with this makeup still on, and it lasted throughout the shower. Like, it was hot and steamy in there, and you know, it lasted. So I'm pretty impressed by that as well. It didn't start cracking up around my nose or anything. That's normally when I can tell if something is going to be a no-no for me. But it's still going strong, so I will try to check in one more time once I get back from going out tonight If I don't, this will be the final check-in. And yeah, so I like this foundation. I give it 2 thumbs up. And yeah, so thanks for watching. If I don't have another check-in, just know I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. But it does have that slight. So I decided that on half of my face, I'm gonna try the Huda Beauty. Let's try that again. Try the Huda Beauty face buff. It's buff. I cannot get past this sentence. I give it 2 thumbs up.